I am so stoked for these Billie Bars with small Molle panels. They are the only bed rack system that works with bed covers. Billie Bars offers accessories including eye hooks for cargo, kayaks, bikes, and risers for rooftop tents. The small Molle panels offer a low profile and extreme versatility, and it's perfect for your overlanding rig, off-road vehicles, and tactical setups. They're available for most trucks, and I have confirmed from Billie Bars that if you have a 3rd gen Tacoma and you're going to a 4th gen Tacoma, it will transfer. You can mount a gas can with a Rotopax mount onto the small Molle panels. They even have mounts for traction boards that mount to the small Molle panels. Keep an eye out on my channel. I plan on having a video soon reviewing the traction board mounts and a comparison between Max Tracks and the budget-friendly bunker traction boards. Now let's get straight to the install. You're going to need a ratchet with an extension, a 9/16 socket, 9/16 deep socket, 9/16 combo wrench, and the provided TT40 wrench. Let's do a quick unboxing. Now you can see here they actually wrote me a message here from Billie Bars. That was nice, but it's very well packaged, extremely strong, extremely durable. Comes with a QR code for installation. Here's the small Molle panels, extremely strong. All right, now we're going to be unboxing the mounts that the Billie Bars will go on. You can see them there. And those are the mounts for the small Molle panels. Now this is the Billie Bars themselves. You can see those grooves there that you can slide T-nuts down, mount things, eye hooks, bike mounts, rooftop tents, yeah, you name it. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to get our T-nut slots into our utility track. So we're going to undo and take off our brackets for our tonneau cover. Just take that off on into the bed rail, slide that out, and since we're going to be mounting ours up toward the front, we're going to be taking it out up here as well. Push in, push out. That's all you need to do up here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So essentially, we're going to take the long bolt and put it through this, and we'll put it down our utility track. There'll be 4 on each side, 2 up there, 2 back here. So using a tape measure, you want to measure out about where it will be from the top here, and then the same thing for the rear. That is going to be about 5 inches. So you take a washer, now a nut. Let's get it started. Let's get the other side. Let's tighten this one up. I recommend getting a deep socket for these, 9/16 deep socket. So one thing you want to do is push out on the Billie Bars once you've got it started, and that way it'll go in a little better. And then tighten up. All right, nice and tight. All right, let's do the same for the other side. Let's slide our T-nuts down. Then we'll mount the bracket, measure about 5 inches from the top, put our washer and then our nylon nuts on, get them started, and then we'll tighten up with a 9/16 deep socket. Now one thing to point out here, I did tighten up a little on each side. I just didn't tighten one up and then do the other. I did a little bit at each time on both sides, and then confirm again, it's 5 inches. One thing I've noticed with these brackets is that once you have these bolted on, and if you wanted to take them off completely, you could just unloose them, then move them down the utility rack, down the bed rail. I think that'll be all right. Let's check our Molle panel, because I want to make sure I get this right and how I'd like it to go. Here, let's hang this up. So what I'm doing is I am aligning these 2 holes up right here with the grooves on the Molle panel, so I don't have any issues. So I'll get the measurements just right to get these on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We want these 3 holes lining up here, and over here down on this side, we want the same thing. So let's scoot this down, make sure that's right. All right, now let's get this started. Washer a nylon nut, then we'll tighten it up. Alright, so we're going to measure 3 feet and 1/2 inch down from the top of the bracket to get in the general vicinity of where we want it to be. And if this doesn't work out with your bed cover, you can always move them up, adjust them as needed. Let's get our hardware started. Washer and nylon nut. And I wouldn't tighten them all the way up just yet, because you want to put a Billie Bar on and just see if there needs to be any adjustments, just to be sure. So you want a 9/16 deep socket. Okay. So push out, tighten a little at a time on each side. Looks good. Things lined up over here. Everything's lined up over here. Line everything up. Now I lined the front one already using the same method I used on the rear. Same thing. All right, let's put our brackets back on for our bed cover and lay down our bed cover. All right, fits perfect. Right now, let's put our Billie Bars on. Then we'll mount them up. We're going to take one of these screws. It'll be screw, lock washer, then washer. We'll take the supplied T40 hex screws and we'll just screw them in. Get them started, but don't tighten to give yourself room in case the other side doesn't quite reach. All right, it's time to mount our Molle panel brackets onto the side of the Billie Bar. So Billie Bars recommends that we put anti-seize onto the hardware for the Molle panel brackets. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so to be screw washer in the bottom hole, screw washer in the top hole, and as we mount it on there, we'll put a washer and the nylon nut on the other side. Take the provided security key and a 9/16 socket on the other side and tighten up. And then mount the other 3 brackets, same way. All right, let's mount the Molle panels. So you want to pay attention to those 4 holes there on the side of the bracket, so you can see how they go. So it'll be screw and washer on one side, then washer and nylon nut on the other side. Well, let's place it on the other side just to hold it up here, then we'll tighten everything up. All right, let's get all of our screws in. Let's tighten everything up. Now you use the TT40 provided key or the socket that you can get from Billie Bars or the driver, but you'll use a 9/16 combo wrench on the other side. There's just not enough room for a socket. And then you'll tighten up all 4 brackets for the Molle panel. What do you think about Billie Bars and these Molle panels? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me in this video. If you like this video, consider subscribing, sharing, liking, and hitting that notification bell. And be sure to check my next video. I think you'll like it. We'll see you next time.